What's up, everybody? Welcome to Channel T, episode 24. It's that Kobe episode. This is gonna be a great episode. Just a couple updates. We're about 3 weeks away from Channel T Summer Given. That's our backpack drive that we're doing on August 3rd in downtown Santa Ana on the corner of French and 4th. It's going to be a backpack drive for the local youth in the area. We're accepting used backpacks that are in good condition or brand new backpacks, you know, new school supplies. We're going to have tons of vendors there. It's during the art walk. So it's a very good family event. You know, we're going to have tons of foot traffic. So definitely stop by 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. I'm with my new young homie. We haven't given him a name yet. This is the latest addition to our studio. Yes sir, designer only, feel me? What else? That's about it. Oh, we're also on anchor.fm now. You guys can actually go to the link in my bio on Instagram or on Twitter. Click the link. You guys can either send donations, which would all go towards production, or you can actually send us voice messages that we can incorporate into the podcast, and you can actually make your way into the audio file of this little of this episode, or the next episode, or the episode after that, or the episode after that, or the episode after that. What, you know, it's just endless possibilities. Today is a great day because this man that I have on my podcast today has definitely been very vibrant and very, you know, just like a great smile to see around this studio building.
What's up, suckers?
What's up? He's been a huge part of this community. He's very involved in the underground rap scene, as well as the cannabis industry. And, you know, without further ado, let me introduce my man's Mr. Chase Highs.
What up?
What's cracking?
It's your favorite ugly homie.
It's your favorite ugly dog. Come on, man. Dude, your Insta like feed is just the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Thank you so much, man.
Dude, like genuinely, bro. Dude, like, and you beat any meme page, dog.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Good looking out, man. Yeah, I try to carefully select what memes I post. You know, everybody just shit posts, you know.
Dude, exactly. They're just doing it, yeah. So, bro, why don't we get started? Why don't you give a little, like a soft intro into who you are and what you do?
For sure. Let's see. I'm a big fat boy from Santa Ana.
Hi.
Your ugliest homie. The nicest motherfucker.
I can vouch for that.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, you know, it's been good. I've been out here in Santa Ana for like the last 10 years. You know, we've been doing music. I'm from a little record label / crew called Dusty Crates. And you know, we've been doing a lot of performances with a lot of like my favorite like heroes in music. You know, on top would be like Jedi Mind tricks, like we were talking about earlier.
JMT, baby.
Yeah, that's, you know, shout out Vinny Paz, and you know, one of my big favorites is like Immortal Technique, which I've had the pleasure of meeting and doing a couple meet and greets with and stuff like that. So he's been an integral part of my music career and stuff like that. And yeah, there's a bunch of them, man. I wish I could go through the whole list, but like, you know, whoever you name, like Wu-Tang, you know, Brother Ali, like all them cats, you know. So it's like whoever you name in the underground scene, we've been able to either meet them and open up for them at the observatory.
Miley Cyrus.
You know, I'll meet her, you know what I'm saying? Tell her to throw me up on her Instagram.
Yeah. Hey, but dude, that's awesome, man. That's really cool. I've actually, like I was telling you earlier, I've been a huge fan of like the underground rap scene and like even battle rap, and like the fact that I figured out that you were in that scene really made me happy, bro, because I definitely want to, you know, expose the scene and like, you know, really show people that, you know, it provides great quality music and like the real hip hop exists within that community, bro.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
that's definitely true, man.
So dude, that's awesome. That was a great intro, bro.
Oh, thank you so much.
That was honestly probably the best intro we've had on Channel T. Because everyone else is just like, I'm just here. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Yeah, it's tough. It's just because you know, I have a lot to say, and sometimes I kind of like try to condense it down.
Yeah,
and that was my condensed version.
No, that was beautiful, bro.
Thank you, man, for sure.
So how long have you been in the music game? Like, how did you get your start, I should say?
You know what? So, I mean, just like anybody else, I started off, just freestyling with a bunch of my friends, and then that kind of like evolved into me throwing my own shows before I got to even open up for all these guys. I threw my own shows at like my local bars and venues and stuff like that, and that kind of blossomed into my own thing. I finally kind of got that like courage to believe in myself. I'm like, yo, you know what? I could spit way better than all these people I'm booking. So I started rapping, and then I found my my little crew and record label and stuff like that. So we just been going hand in hand for a long time now. But it's been like it's been about maybe 13 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like about to be 32 soon, so I'm like,
no way, bro.
Exactly,
wow,
man.
I would never have guessed.
Yeah, so I know I'm about to be there, man. I'm about to be there. So
how did you choose the name like Chase Highs?
So you know what? That's tough, man. I've always, I've been like that stoner since I was like, like a middle schooler or whatever. So
7 years old.
Yeah, like back when, you had to run from cops just for smelling like it, what I'm
Damn,
saying? Like, yeah, so since then I kind of just like, had that blossom into my persona as like the guy that smokes a lot. So, it kind of that's what
so like from. Literally Chase Highs.
Literally Chase Highs.
Hell
yeah. And I was like, yeah, that's cool.
Hell yeah. So like what's like the easiest to like what makes underground rap? You know what? I believe it's tough. Before it was the fact that there was no like snare drums, and you guys there was no like clubbing and partying in the music and stuff like that. It was more like conscious forms of poetry. But now you know what? I kind of like had it. I think it transitioned from that into just anything that has like a greater form of expression, like as opposed to like just trapping in the club and whatever the hell, drugs and girls and stuff like that. Yeah.
Like we go beyond that, and underground music to me as of late has been anything that kind of like provokes thought. That's been my big thing, is like like provokes, even if it's imaginary scenarios or whatever the hell it is, like something that provokes thought and has like more intent behind the production, as opposed to like stuff that just sounds good in a club.
Yeah, just like the like hypnotism in like the mumble rap today.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I think that's where it transitioned into. But before, like, I was like a heavy believer in like screw mainstream. I'm all about underground.
Yeah,
like, the beats have to be like like Jedi Mind. If not, then it's not underground.
Dude, you know what? It's crazy though. I feel like the only like window people have into the underground rap world is Dancing with the Devil by Immortal Technique.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's a like a number one staple.
That's like the entry level, like for everybody. That's all they know sometimes too.
Exactly.
They don't even know that JMT or like AOTP exists.
Exactly.
Like.
But that's like the only song that people can actually connect with, because it's like
it's
like
so real, bro. Man.
It's like
I heard that in 6th grade. I almost cried.
Yeah, really though. Yeah, seriously.
It's a good story.
Back then, because there was nothing like that back then. Now you can see all these like Instagram stories and that provoke that kind of emotion.
Yeah.
But now it's like, man, back then that was like the pinnacle of like provoking like that, or like invoking like emotion.
Yeah.
It's like, oh crap, I can't believe there's a song like this.
No, I like how you defined it as like music that provokes thought.
Exactly.
Because for me, I've always been like a lyrical kind of guy. Like when it comes to my music, like I'm not trying to listen to something that's killing my brain cells. You know what I mean? So that's definitely what I want people to get out of underground rap, is that it's thought provoking. Like whether it's political or like societal or even like self-improvement type stuff.
Exactly. It could even be fun. It's like a fun thought.
Yeah.
As long as it's like it provokes thought, as opposed to like I'm
killing thought.
Trap or whatever.
Man. Yeah. No, that's cool, man. So did you did you ever get into like the producing side, or have you always just been on like the spitting side?
Yeah, you know what? I've always thought that like in like the music game and stuff like that, I've always wanted to perfect one aspect of the craft before I even go further. So I was like, man, I'm still trying to perfect my craft of like, writing lyrics and spitting my bars and stuff like that. So I've never gotten past that stage yet. But I think it's more because like I'm so like nitpicky and perfectionist, such a perfectionist that I want my bars to get better before I work on like productions and stuff like that. So that's what I've been focusing
That's
on.
Dope.
Yeah.
What's is there like a general kind of like theme you follow with your music, or is it just kind of like whatever experiences you come across you rap about?
You know what? It used to be like that. I used to go off experiences like that I was going through or whatever. But now, like, man, I'm older. Like, what do I really go through now? Except like, you know,
taxes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Go to work or whatever. So it's like, you know, nowadays it's kind of like what the beat makes me feel. You know what I'm saying? I think like through past experiences, I'm able to like bring up memories now, as opposed to before. Like, I had no memories. I just had to like make stuff up or go off the girl that broke up with me yesterday.
Yeah,
you know?
bro.
Or like, you know, or this thing I saw on the YouTube documentary. But now it's kind of like, man, there's life experiences coming from everywhere, or, you know, past memories that are, you know, just instilled in me from everything. So I'm like, now it's kind of easy for me just to use a beat and then just go off of it, like, first couple seconds, you know.
So that was a beautiful answer.
Oh, thank you so much.
Being in the game for 13 years, what are like some of the things you've kind of like picked up off of the underground scene that like you don't really get from like a normal life? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what I'm sure it's molded you into the man you are today.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you know what?
Like, you've heard some fucked up shit, I'm sure. Like,
yeah, definitely. I mean, so this is like my third group that I was with. And even I'm even like, you know, willing to talk about it like publicly now. Is me and my crew aren't really doing that well now because they're like, you know, they're being adults and whatever the hell it is. But even before that, all the groups that I've dealt with, work ethic is so tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, being able to find people that are hardworking, or even, you know, with vision. That's been like the biggest drawback for all of us. Is like, yeah, everybody wants to be an artist and everybody wants to get far, but it's like, yo, you don't know what it really takes. And that's what I've learned through, like, you know, like Jedi and all these people that are still grinding to their you know, still with the nose on the grindstone till this day. It's like, yo, you really have to work your ass off. If not, like, you won't get discovered.
Damn.
You won't be able to make good music. You know, it's that's like the biggest thing I've learned from being in the underground scene. Mainstream, honestly, all you gotta do is make one good song and you could just pop off.
yeah, with mainstream too, bro. Like, they got writers, they got like
They have the
the
whole
guy
team
feeding him
behind them.
cocaine.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
the
what I'm saying?
marketing.
Yeah.
I know everything's on point. So even them, they have those struggles. But in the underground, like, you don't have the advantage of being like, oh, that's a club hit. I'm gonna fucking, you know, I'm gonna throw money on you and we're gonna have this blow up because that song is a banger. Like, in underground, like, you really have to have the substance behind you and the ability, and then you get picked up. Whatever
Wow.
source it is, you know. So that's like been the
Wow.
big thing. I think work ethic is like, it trumps everything. You know, it's been tough. Just having people figure that out by themselves, and that's why I've been like, I'm gonna just do this solo.
Yeah,
You know?
no, because
Like,
I feel you though. Like,
Yeah.
it's straight hustling. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
it literally is.
you're doing it all for yourself.
Exactly.
You know?
What I'm saying? Exactly. Like, if you think about like people like Atmosphere did well, but like Jedi Mind Tricks back then, I know they weren't making that much money as they should have. Like, you know, now they're just blowing up. Look how long it took, you know. Look, they're doing tours all around the world and stuff like that. But back then, like, you heard Jedi Mind Tricks do like either YouTube, or you found them through like Napster.
Yeah,
and Kazaa.
that Piff. Or whatever,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and those don't generate money for you. They're just, a lot of people are just downloading free songs for them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
But now,
bro.
now they're actually getting paid for their plays and stuff like that, and it shows like they've had to do a lot of work. It wasn't just, oh, they just blew up because everybody's heard of them before. Like, how did they get heard before?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to bring up too was like, it kind of, I kind of
Yeah.
like how you touched on work ethic.
For sure.
What's like you know, how do you expose yourself in the underground world? You know, like with that work ethic, are you leading it towards like SoundCloud now? Because I mean, with the evolution of all these music platforms, like, you know, where are these people taking their music?
You know what? I would say the biggest thing right now is to take advantage of what is that called? The platforms that Facebook and Instagram is providing, in terms of like being able to do paid promotions, do paid advertising, and things like that. I think that's like the future right now. And because we're on the cusp of it becoming something big, I think that's like the thing that everybody should focus on and put their work into. Because I mean, you can't just go to shows and make a following.
Yeah,
it's tough. There's so many shows going on. There's so many non-music related events going on nowadays. Back then, you know, all you had to do was go to a music show, and that's all I could plan. Now it's like, man, you can go to night market. You can go to like
yeah,
OC
dude,
Fair.
it's crazy.
Yeah, you know, you can go to the Stranger Things at the beach or something, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. There's a lot more more venues for you to like spend your time as opposed to just music. So I would say paid promotions, utilizing Facebook, utilizing Instagram and stuff like that, all the paid advertising and sponsorship. I think that's like the big key right now.
No, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Would you say that it's getting easier for underground rappers to get their voice, get their songs out compared to like when you were first starting?
Okay, getting their songs out, yes, definitely. Just because like before you couldn't just go on SoundCloud and just put your music on there, or even YouTube. You had to go on Kazaa and LimeWire.
LimeWire, yes,
saying, like,
bro.
All these little outlets and get, hopefully your music gets heard. But now, man, like it's so easy for everybody to upload music that everybody's uploading music, and you get lost in translation. You know what I'm saying? It's like, who do you listen to next when all these people are already popular, already doing well? Like, it's hard to be like, oh, I'm gonna become an artist today and push my stuff through SoundCloud or YouTube and make a following. Yeah. Unless you have that hit song, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That one popper.
Exactly. That one. Yeah, exactly. And it's tough. It's like 1 in a million, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, like,
dude, like for you growing up like in the scene, where like all the shows in OC, like did it start in LA? Like, what was the route here in SoCal? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you know what? Before, when I was out here, it was like LA or die. Like, LA was like the, you know what I'm saying?
literally die.
Yeah, literally, like LA was like the scene. Back then, like, you think about OC, it was like nobody thought of anything except for like Huntington Beach or like like Irvine or something, and it kind of like drew people away from there, or like from listening to people from there, and you want to hear people who's popping in LA. And then now it's like, man, OC's providing all the crazy hits. Like, look at who was like going on Instagram today, and I saw Fora. He's from out this way, and he's getting like 500,000 views in like the first couple minutes and stuff like that. He's getting independent contracts and stuff like that. And I'm not a fan, just because everybody calls him 4Rat, you know what I'm saying? He has his whole...
Damn.
Yeah, for sure. He supposedly...
I'm not too familiar with him, by the way.
Oh, 4Rat, okay.
Looks like he is.
Yeah. He's like one of these new cats that are kind of getting play now. That was from out in this area.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was from out in this area. He did a lot of shows around this area. Has a lot of love in this area. And I only bring him up because I saw his Instagram today, like a couple hours ago, and I was like, man, he blew the hell up.
Damn, yeah, bro. Yeah, for OC, that's dope.
Yeah, he's like an OC cat. He's like from around this area.
Dude, what was the name? Brockhampton. They came out of OC too.
Oh, crazy.
They came out of like Lake Forest or something. Yeah,
now all the musicians and rappers are coming out from like any general area in California now.
Yeah, so that's just crazy. LA back then, bro, definitely was like culture city.
Exactly.
Like, because all these places were just suburbs, like where people were commuting to LA for work and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I definitely see like the transition happening right now, like especially in this area, bro. Like, I mean, you've been in this studio building for a minute, previously. Sure. But like I used to come around like last year summertime and just see like the work ethic and like the inspiration and like the creativity, and that's what led me to get my studio. And I've been here since January, bro. Like I'm still new, you know what I mean? And it's great. Like it's cool. Like I mean, I'm only 24, bro.
Yeah.
So like I haven't been around, but I feel like the kids my age are kind of definitely doing it to where we're not discriminating about like about area or like city or it's pretty cool, bro.
Not at all. Yeah, there's a lot of integration.
Exactly, integration. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, nowadays, Before it used to be very like we used to be biased, like it's LA, whatever.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, Los Angeles. Even people that aren't from LA used to rep LA just so they get that.
Exactly. There's like those memes where it's like, when you say you're from LA, but you're from like San Bernardino.
Yeah, I know. That used to really be like that, man. So it's a newly developing culture in all ways. So it's kind of hard to keep up. Going back to the question you asked earlier, it's like, it's making music is easy and getting it uploaded is easy and stuff like that, but discovery is hard.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody's rapping,
Dude,
everybody.
Justin Bieber got picked up off of YouTube, dog.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And he's the world's richest musician right now, dog.
Yeah. You know what though, but for cases like that, I always feel like there was a underlying connection before that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you could get discovered and all by chance, but usually I found out just being in the underground game is like, there's like this underlying fact or reason why they were discovered.
No, I feel you on, bro, I actually, cause like, I tell this to people all the time, bro. Literally, 90% of people in the entertainment and like music industry were born into it.
Yeah.
Literally. I'm not negating the fact that like, people actually hustled for their positions, but that's the 10%, bro.
Exactly.
Like, you do your research, and it's hard. You have to dig deep, bro.
Yeah.
It's either like their moms or their pops or their uncle or like their, it's crazy to me, bro.
Yeah, there's something like, even if it's not that, it's like, their neighbor is somebody.
Yeah. Or like their car wash guy.
Yeah, something like that, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, no,
like
that's,
that,
bro. Dude, beautiful answers, bro. Beautiful answers.
Oh, much love, man. Thank you so much.
I kind of want to switch it up. I mean,
sure.
like, not really switch it up, but, to my understanding, you've been performing with some guys who people like me fanboy over, bro.
Oh, I fanboy over all of them too. It's always hard meeting them backstage, and I'm like, chill. I know. Don't like grovel, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Don't go on your knees and grovel and be like, yo, you're my hero. Straight Wayne, Wayne's World it. But like, yeah, that's like literally, man. I met Vinny Paz one time, and I was like, dude, chill. I was like talking to myself like, chill, bro. Just act cool. Act like you don't know him. You know what I'm saying? And so like, I most of these guys, like, I have like so much pride and stuff like that. I don't even ask for pictures, so that sucks that I don't have like memorabilia of me.
Yeah, it's in your head though. It's in your head.
Yeah, I don't want to be like, you
can't prove it. You can't prove it to anybody.
Exactly. Yeah, I know. Please, can I take a picture with you right now? I hate being that guy, so I'm like, yeah. I always like come up like all nonchalant, like, yeah, what's up, man?
What's up, motherfucker?
Yo, what's up, man?
Who the fuck are you, bro?
Yeah.
Get the fuck off my stage, bro.
I might have heard your album. Or all of them. Yeah.
It's like, oh, Vinny Paz?
Yeah.
Fuck, bro. I love you, dude. What's up, man?
Yeah, I'm like, man, I once had like a meeting, because I had a meet and greet done with Immortal Technique and Sick Jackin from Psycho Realm. They both came to one of my shops a couple years ago, and I'm like, the whole time I'm like talking to them, we're going through the whole business aspect of it. I'm like, dude, I just want a picture right now. Can I record this? Like something, man. Say something I can show my kids.
I need something.
I know I need something, man. Like, no mental pictures.
That's like the back blood, like the blood that boils in the back.
Yeah,
like, just like you're holding it back and like, yeah, dude, like, do I be human with them or do I be a fanboy?
Yeah, I know, like, just snot coming out of my nose. I'm like, dude, I don't know what to say right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, it's been like that a few times for me. I'm like, man, just,
What was chill. Like the craziest experience you had meeting someone? Like,
I would say the coolest was man, I've had a bunch. Like, I think the coolest is I got to go eat dinner with Ill Bill and Q Unique and stuff like that. We went out to go eat dinner after a show. But that was like, man, that was, the whole time I'm trying not to take pictures, because I didn't know if they're gonna like it or not. So I was like, I took a picture of my food and just tagged them.
Yeah, dude.
But other than that, I went to a festival, and that was like one of my moments. Like, I did a festival called Back to Basics, and that was thrown at the observatory, and the lineup was crazy. It was like, like 20 headliners. Just all underground heads, like all the way from like Pharaoh Monch to like, Jedi was there, who else was there? Zion I, Brother Ali, man, I got a list of them.
That's dope.
There were so many people there. It was amazing. It was a great show, and I was like looking around like, oh my god, that's that. I'm like,
oh my god,
yeah,
this was your festival?
Yeah, it was the festival I got to open up for.
That is so sick, bro.
Yeah, that was like a dope show. Shout out to Droops from the observatory.
Shout out Droops, get the reggae horns. Shout out Panda, head of security at observatory.
I like Panda's the homie.
Bro, you want to hear a funny story, bro? So my boy, I guess this homie Panda lives in Redlands.
Oh yeah.
And my boy has a gas station out there. He's like, bro, I met the head of security of the observatory, bro. He said anytime we go, he'll let us backstage, bro. He'll let us meet the artists, bro. All this shit. I was like, oh hell yeah. I don't know if you know Magic Jordan. They're signed to OVO. They're like two guys. It's kind of like singing type group, like duo. Like one's a producer, one's a singer. And bro, people paid like hundreds of dollars to like wait after the show and fucking meet him.
Yeah,
bro. We were kicking it with Panda the whole show. I was telling girls, because like one of them's an Arab dude, so I'm like telling girls like, yeah, he's my cousin or he's my brother, like, you know. And then, dude, after the show, they're kicking everybody out, and security came up to us. I'm like, oh, dude, chill. We know Panda, bro. And then, bro, we ended up cutting the line and met them for free, bro. It was sick. So shout out the observatory, bro. Shout out Droops, homie. Yeah, that's cool though, bro. Yeah, that's awesome, man.
So yeah, it's like it's dope, man.
You've had some great networking and great connections made through this industry.
Exactly, and that's
awesome.
kind of like what we were talking about. Kind of touches on what we were talking about before too. Like, there's like this underlying reason why you get to be in these pockets of luck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's bro. Like, everything happens for a reason, my guy. Everything happens for a reason.
True.
And you were putting in the right amount of work for it to line up to meet all these guys. And shit, bro.
Definitely trying my best.
So props to you, bro. Why don't you get into, like, you said you had some albums out?
Oh yeah. So yeah, I got an album called Ugly Homies out, and it's me with my face on a bunch of Power Rangers and stuff like that. It's hilarious. I gotta show you guys too. I'll have it on my page, but yeah, it's like it's called Ugly Homies, and I got a bunch of producers from all around the world.
Zimbabwe?
Zimbabwe? I wish. Yeah, I know. I wish. You know where are they from? France. From like a part of Europe. I forgot the name, but Ukraine.
Oh damn!
In Mexico. And then a couple around the States too. So
that's cool, bro.
Yeah. So it's been cool. Got a good.
It's just called Ugly Homies.
It's called Ugly Homies.
That's so hard. That's ham, bro. I'm gonna have to rep that, dog.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna have to put that all over.
Hell yeah, for sure. So that's dope, man.
Where can people find it? SoundCloud, Apple Music, Spotify.
It's on Apple, Spotify, everything, YouTube, all that. So it's on.
That's ham.
All the platforms.
I saw one of your music videos.
Oh, thank you. Hell yeah.
Which one was it? It was I can't remember
in the office setting.
Yes.
Yeah. It's called
exactly.
Comfort. Yeah, it's all called Comfort on YouTube. Yeah.
Is that the Ugly Homies album?
Mm-hmm. Actually, no, that one's coming on an upcoming album.
Okay.
And that's what my boy Sire from New Generation. He's out there in New York, Norwalk. But
562.
Yeah, that's where I grew up. Actually,
I grew up in Downey, bro.
Oh, crazy, man! I was on the border of Norwalk and Cerritos.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can tell.
Right by all the Indians and Koreans.
Yeah, exactly. Hell yeah.
I was on the border of Pico Rivera and Downey.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I know that area real well. Actually, that's dope.
Yeah, man. That's cool, bro.
Yeah,
damn, man.
It's been cool, man. Just the album's been cool. There, everybody's been giving me good feedback on it, and all the hate I haven't heard yet, so hopefully it comes soon. I want to hear some bad things and stuff. I always tell my friends, I'm like, yo, you don't gotta tickle my butt, dog. You can just tell me you don't like this one. You don't like it. It's cool, man. Let me know so I can make the next one better or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I haven't heard the hate yet. Bro, I fucking love you, man.
Much love, man.
Damn, dog.
Yeah.
So just Chase Highs on all these music platforms.
Yeah, Chase Highs.
Sick. Guys, definitely give him a listen, man. Even his music videos are like, go on YouTube, watch the music videos he has out. I definitely enjoy. Even it's Chase the Gods on Instagram. Give him a follow. He's got quality memes, quality content from his music, and just like he'll make your day, bro. He'll make your day, man. No, that's awesome, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, I put a lot of effort into my memes. I'm like, yo, I steal them, but who doesn't steal? You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't steal? Shout out to all the people I steal from.
Yeah, but at least he said, yeah, thank you, bro. I didn't even have to say it, dog.
Hell yeah,
you have any upcoming shows, my dude?
Oh, you know what? As of right now, summertime's kind of tough to get shows in just because, everybody wants to go to that, like, new Little Skies concert or something. So
Rosarito.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So all the like, underground shows kind of get pushed towards more, like, European venues or, like, more like, interstate, like, inner, like, USA kind of venues because they'll actually dish out the money for tickets. Out here in California, like, nobody wants to go to it, like, let's say,
what the fuck, $15?
Yeah, for
I can afford it, but what the fuck, underground rap?
Yeah, I know, for underground, dude, it's not free or it's not $5. I'm like, bro, like, you just paid $50 to go to this, or even $600 to go to Coachella.
Bro, you paid $50 for a Supreme sticker, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, dude?
I feel you, dog.
So that's been the struggle out here. So summertime, you never really see too much underground shows, or they'll be like smaller venues and stuff like that.
You said European venues, bro. Have you done international shows?
I wish. No, I wish. I wish, man. The only reason is it's hard to without a crazy need for just booking you as a headlining act. It's hard to become let's say an opener out in Europe and be able to have either travel expenses paid or whatever the case may be, get booked without compensation and stuff like that. It's usually like that, low. So if I'm go out there, I gotta get paid.
No doubt, bro.
I mean, I would love to go out there for the experience and spend my own money and stuff like that. I'm willing to, but it's like, yo, if I'm gonna go do a show for you all the way out there, at least give me some compensation for
at least $10 profit.
Exactly. Yeah, give me free bar. I'm good. Yeah, free bar tickets.
Dude, I feel like underground rap does so well in London, bro.
Yeah.
With like gigs and like the artist gigs, not like show gigs.
Exactly.
Dude, they love underground rap, bro.
Yeah.
Especially Ireland, bro. Ireland, dog.
Makes sense.
Do you follow battle rap?
Oh yeah, I do.
Dude, like the fucking shows out there, bro. Like, do you see the okay? Like, usually the fans don't really have much part. Honestly, King of the Dot, they have a good fan participation, or like audience participation.
Yeah.
But when it gets into like London or like Dublin, bro, these fans are crazy, bro.
Yeah.
They're all into it, man.
Exactly.
So I definitely feel like, dude, maybe I could set up a show out there, like Channel T underground rap 2019.
Yeah, you do that. I got money on it, bro. I got money on that.
Do it,
That's
bro.
awesome. Yeah, I would love to do a show out there.
If you were to do a show
Yeah.
anywhere in the world,
Yeah.
where would you want to go? Where would you want the underground message to reach, bro?
That's a trip, man. That's a crazy one. That's a crazy one. I would say like London area, just because I feel like they would have the most money for, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just being selfish, be like, yo, they're gonna buy my album.
Hell yeah, bro.
Merch.
Dude, they're big supporters of like, up and coming, like Next Up, or even just like genuine content. Like,
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think anywhere in Asia would probably be, like, bar none, my first choice, just because, I'm Asian or whatever, and I would like to connect with my people.
Hell yeah, bring it to Korea, dog.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. I would love that, except they don't, underground hip-hop, I'm sure it does well, but not like,
But just add like a K-pop artist on the lineup and you're chilling, bro. Or even J-pop, like,
exactly. That's big.
Bro, Sonushi Day, dog. That's my group. R.I.P. They broke up, I think.
Oh crap! Hell yeah! See, yeah, they're doing really well out there. My friend right there in Korea is actually kind of linking up with some K-pop stars. And
oh wow!
Like he's been doing his own music, and I'm like, dude, yeah, they've been doing well. Like, it's a crazy scene out there because it's such a tight, closely knit community.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah,
you got to know someone, no doubt, to get in. Like, it's
period.
super. I don't want to say elite. Super. I'm losing my clustered.
Yeah,
yeah,
and you know what most people don't know is, like, if you go to Korea and stuff like that, all these like girl groups and boy bands and stuff like that, like they're closely knit to each other. I believe they have like a dorm system that, like, they all house in as well, and
depending on the label, right?
Depending on the label. So, like, you know what I'm saying, they all do things together, they all train together and stuff like that. Dude,
that's insane.
It's nuts.
It's just, bro, it's like Drake's boot camp type place. Like, they're just cranking out hits, dude.
Exactly.
Damn, bro. Will.i.am's in the K-pop scene, dog.
Oh, that makes sense.
What's the label for Big Bang and 2NE1?
Oh, I'm not sure.
That he owns half that shit, or he's like a majority owner of that label.
Smart guy.
Yeah, bro. They just opened up. Buena Park off Beach in the 91.
Yeah.
Right by like the restaurant that used to be an Arab restaurant, Golden Knights.
Yeah.
There's like a new mall there, bro. That's gonna be the new K-pop headquarters of SoCal.
Oh, the Source. I was just there the other day.
There's like a helicopter thing at the top.
Yeah, I was just there the other day. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's gonna be the new like K-pop breeding ground, bro.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, they were saying that because even right now they're holding competitions to
no, yeah, you know how they always have those like find the next K-pop place like in different countries. Like, that's where they're gonna start holding them for California.
Yeah, they need something over there. I went over there, it was so empty.
Yeah, bro. What's crazy is there's restaurants popping up, but like it's just so dead, and it's all Korean people, bro.
Exactly. It's
like,
dead.
I felt so weird walking up. I mean, I love Korean people, bro. Like annyeonghaseyo all day.
Yeah, for sure. But when you go to a mall, you want it to be like at least
popping. You trying to see some ladies.
Exactly. Why go to a Korean mall without any Korean ladies?
Yeah. I'm trying to find my man, I forgot how to say like my love.
Oh, or is sarang or
sarang? Is it sarang? Or I know sarang haze. I love you.
Yeah.
Man, It's okay.
It's not-
Bro, I know some bad words in Korean, dog.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's
Should
just
I say
spew
it?
them out. Yeah, let's just spew them out. Nobody.
Go
understands.
chupara! Keseki! That's it.
Hey, you got the pronunciation straight. Though.
Hell yeah,
for sure.
Dude, I don't know what Korean pop group it was.
Yeah.
But they shot like a music video that they were singing better Arabic than me, bro.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it was like one of the most poppin' Arabic songs, and like I guess they just covered it. Like it was insane, but they even got a girl to hop on it. I forgot the name of the group, bro. I'll find you that video, Doug. It's crazy, bro. It's like a straight up Korean group and a Korean girl singing fluent Arabic, bro. Like this pronunciation and everything, bro.
Really?
Insane, dog.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. They're super talented, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Like just they're breeding like masterminds. Like,
Exactly.
you know?
And it's becoming an international type of music. Where,
Dude,
like,
it's I think
you know.
the International Music Awards. It was all K-pop groups winning the awards.
Yeah,
bro.
it makes sense because look how many people are into K-pop now, or even Korean dramas that started that, or whatever. Yeah, you know, it's crazy, man. I never thought it would be like that, like 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Man, my younger sister. I mean, she was like, I was in AP and honors classes too, but she's super into the K-pop stuff. Where she got me into like SNSD and like 2NE1, all the other, But dude, I drop her off at these K-pop events, dog. At like USC Coliseum, and dude, you can't even like. It takes you 50 minutes to move your car, like 50 yards, bro.
Oh yeah, it's
all the parents dropping their kids off, and there's like a super diverse group of girls, bro. It doesn't. Everyone's getting into it, bro.
Everyone.
It's crazy, man.
You know what? The craziest thing is I have a group of homegirls. They're all Chinese, like every one of them, but they're like K-pop and K-drama, like. Hardcore fans.
Ride or die.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, you guys have your own type of music.
Yeah.
You guys have Chinese pop. And,
Chinese folklore.
I'm like, you guys have it. But, it's crazy how that's how the world's becoming. It's like everybody's into K-pop.
Yeah, man. It's
they
cool,
have
though.
K-pop on Netflix, if you really think about it.
Dude.
There's no, what I'm saying? There's no other types.
But we got to get into the underground K-pop scene, dog.
Oh, I'm down.
Yeah, I might as well just infiltrate, bro.
Yeah, I'm down.
Dude, I'll be like the media.
Yeah.
You be the content.
Yeah, for sure.
Boom.
I've been trying to, and I have like a couple of connects, and a little network to dive into in random places. And I was trying to get. I had an artist working with me recently. He goes by the name of Joseph bitch ass Jams. But so he ended up robbing one of my companies and stuff like that, and took off and flew off somewhere. So fuck that guy. But I was trying to get him into the K-pop scene. And I was trying to get everything going. He actually makes music that is like more for the general audience as opposed to like mine is just underground.
Yeah.
So I was trying to push him into that. And then he ended up screwing the.
Bro, so he's a real bitch ass.
He's a real bitch ass. Yeah, he's a real.
Damn,
snake.
bro.
So yeah, fraud. So
He's a real snake.
Yeah, he's a real snake. Yeah, definitely. So that's what I was thinking. I was like, man, I've been trying to get into that, like trying to push on artists into that network because like I think it'd be crazy if somebody came out that wasn't Korean that made K-pop music. I think they would blow up. Just like if you look on YouTube, there's like this I believe he's from Europe, but he's African American. By the same,
I've seen him on that. He's like singing Korean on that show, and then like all the stars are right there, just like.
Yeah, that guy.
I know who you're talking about. He's young.
Yeah, he's young. He's a young guy. But
yeah.
He killed it, and he's just like gaining more and more popularity just because he knows the pronunciation. Just like you were saying, they did such great Arabic or spoke such great Arabic. He does like the pronunciation of his Korean is like on point.
Damn, bro. So you think that like there's possible infiltration that is rewarding?
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, let's find someone.
I'm with that.
Let's do it. Let's train me, bro.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Bro, I got my annyeonghaseyo down. I got my 감사합니다. I got my bibimbap ready to eat, bro.
Hell yeah,
dude, shout out Korean fried chicken, bro.
Oh, okay, for sure, the best.
Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah, I know.
I had a Korean homie, like, shout out Joseph On. That's my boy.
Oh, dope.
Dude, just like took me to a restaurant. I was like, bro, you like chicken? I'm like, fuck yeah. Takes me to this place, Buena Park. Dude, actually right by that place we were just talking about.
Oh, okay.
Man.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's like the chicken one that has like a picture of a chicken.
Korean, okay.
Cuckoo.
Coco.
Or
Coco.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's just famous. Yeah, hell yeah. That's where all the homies drink at and stuff like that.
God bless the Korean people, man. But dude, that's beautiful. Why don't we get into like the business, bro?
Oh yeah. So yeah, definitely.
Talk about what industry you've infiltrated and how long you've been in it and how much money you've put in. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, all right. So actually, you know what? A few years ago, me and I guess I'll start from the beginning. What happened is in the beginning, my mom. What is that called? My mom was diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease, and so I was working at Sprint as the project manager, Sprint corporate, for as a project manager and like a event and travel coordinator for them. So I had a pretty cushy job, and then my mom was diagnosed with ALS. So what happened is we kind of went through that transition of having to take care of her and like losing our house and losing a lot of things. So what I did is I just quit Sprint and just jumped into like just selling little dub sacks in a office that I had that I just rented or whatever, and I spent like a couple years there, and then I made enough money and I found a couple of partners that I was able to invest in with, and we got how do I call it? We got our own shop. We invested in our own shop, and that kind of blossomed into a few more shops. And then at the end of the legalization stage, we couldn't get permitting, and they just came in and took everything.
The feds?
More so, okay, like in the weed industry, like to be completely honest, the last few years the feds have nothing to do with it. It's because the local cities and like the anyone that holds up city regulation and stuff like that, they don't want you making money. They don't want you making money without them making money. So it's the city. It's never the feds that come swatting on you or anything like that. Never the SWAT. It's like local city officials that want to come see why the hell you're making money.
Yeah.
What I'm saying?
Where's all this money coming from, Chase?
Yeah, where's the money? Yeah,
Pixie Sticks.
Yeah. So we got shut down and everything has been deteriorating since then. Like the whole scene now is like. You think about weed, like all these legal dispensaries, they're a joke. They're doing essentially what everyone was doing during the medicinal phase, but now they're paying more money to the government, so now they're okay. You know what I'm saying? It's just a way to filter money out of us or siphon money out of us. You know what I'm saying? It's just all these legal things are a joke. Like even nowadays, like you really look at the industry and it's so corrupt, and the city officials are so corrupt. Like it's a wonder how they're even getting away with these things without any investigation into what they're doing. Like what I'm saying, it's a crazy thing. So that's why I have no remorse for closing our shops down and doing whatever. And now we're just trying to get into the legalization phase, but like it's like they're not doing anything legal either.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah, in my eyes, they're not doing anything more better than what we've been doing. Or
they just got lucky enough to get the permits.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even lucky enough. They were rich enough.
Oh wow! I feel that.
Yeah, we went to apply a couple years ago, and just the application process was $10,000. I know, and
just even to be considered.
Not just for you to even submit your application. That's it. Submit your application is $10,000. And then before that, that's why Santa Ana is such a they're being they're such a corrupt city out here. Before that, Santa Ana did a lottery, and that's how all these shops opened up right here. Is they did a lottery, I believe it was like $20,000 per ticket. So all these rich people just spend like $100K, $200K in buying lottery tickets, and of course they're gonna get picked. They pick 20 of them.
Well, isn't it true that like the first clinics popped up in Santa Ana?
Legal ones, yes.
Or even just like before, no? Or it was like pretty big here at least.
It was actually Santa Ana was the only one that was a complete green city where they just let all of them open, period. Anywhere else, like you would just get shut down, or you know what I'm saying, they would deny you. But Santa Ana was like the green mile in terms of like they had miles and miles of just green zones out here where you could just open up a medicinal shop.
Wow.
And they didn't really care as long as you guys are paying taxes and stuff like that, or the fee. But and then that turned into the lottery, where that's why they were under scrutiny, because they did the lottery and they realized they're just taking money from everybody and just hand selecting people. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you bought 30 tickets, we're gonna give you a ticket, but there's like 50 to 100 applicants behind you that only could afford one ticket.
Man.
And where did all that money go to? It didn't go into the city.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't go into the city.
Obviously not.
For sure. You know what I'm saying? It went into pockets.
Dude,
and stuff like that.
That is insane.
It's a tough game right now. Like, even if you go now to all these cities that are opening up for their application, it's either they're flooded with applicants, and then there's gonna be like 50 shops there, so there's your competition's gonna be crazy. Or you go to a city where you have to pay a ridiculous amount just to even get the application fee in / the processing in. So it's like it's tough, man. It's made for the rich white man right now.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you think of that cafe that just got the permits to open up in Westwood? It's like going to be the first like open air cannabis like cafe, like restaurant type.
Yeah, and like the thing is like they're gonna make some money and they're gonna make money and stuff like that. But I believe like that's some hipster stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's some like hipster stuff. Like, yeah, it could be like a tourist attraction, I'm sure. But like, like I'm gonna smoke in my own damn house, and I'm gonna do my own damn thing. I don't need some like rich white people to open up a cafe and be like, oh, you could come smoke here.
Yeah, well, that's like the Amsterdam type vibe. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure because there's one too. I'm sure you know Hitman.
Uh-huh.
They have a Hitman coffee joint.
Yeah, I've been there a few times.
Is it cool? Like,
okay, so you can't. You can smoke in there and stuff like that, but the environment, like after the first year, that's why they shut down.
Oh, they shut down.
Yeah, they're not open anymore.
I had no idea.
Yeah, if they are open, they're open for private events and membership only, and then that's why they went into the membership only. Because like, dude, it's like, you just go in there and you just smoke. And I mean, like, shout out to, because that's one of the people that we deal with is a Hitman and the Hitman Glass and stuff like that. So I always have to give respect. But like, if you look at the actual location itself, like, it didn't make as much money as it should have.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because the city wasn't allowing them to just have events there, weed events there, and smoke in there and do whatever in there. It was just like a spot where it was named after Hitman. There was no coffee in there. There was a coffee cart in there. Like, it was.
That's it.
There was a coffee cart in there, and then it wasn't like when I went there, like the numerous times, like there was no coffee to be found.
What?
It was like an empty coffee cart. Like, you know how you go into the mall and you see like coffee carts with like snacks and stuff like that?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. Except
bro.
just only a few coffee little mugs.
And like the syrup bottles. They're probably just doing it.
That. It was just coffee. It was just like the 7-Eleven coffee, the little pump.
Oh, like the little my god.
It was that was
they were hustling.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, it was just a spot. They were supposed to make it the lounge where you can go smoke and chill. But then like you go in there and it's like, dude, it's like I guess you could meet good players, but that's not a good thing for them either. Like, how you gonna have all the big players come over here and then have people watch them? You know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I was like, dude, this is not the phase for that. This is not the greatest time for you to be able to do this and like have the government just watch you or the local officials watch who's coming in here. You know what I'm saying? It's I was like, man, this is tough. Like, I went there because like my friends were associated with it and stuff like that, and shout out to Hitman Glass and stuff like that. They kind of helped this out in the beginning, but like the location itself, I didn't know where it was headed. Like, it was a tough thing to really see where its future was.
Wow.
Yeah, it was not a coffee shop though, for damn sure.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I would love an actual coffee shop with that,
Yeah.
That.
Yeah. But then in Westwood, I mean, it's like the, like a rich area, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, I'm like.
Right by UCLA.
Yeah, I'm like, all those people can smoke in their 2-story homes already. So when I come to the cafe, I'm like, dude, we need one out here that's completely, like taxed on a good way. Yeah, that steak is just chilling.
Bro, he's posted. You're telling me not to move him or the mic?
The mic.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, Hitman was crazy.
So, where do you operate right now?
Oh, right now I'm doing you know what? It's we're out in Paris, California and stuff like that. We have a little shop out there, so if you guys want to come visit out, just say in Paris. We're called Pop Top out there. So if you want to come visit out, we'll get you a discount out there. But other than that, like we have a few deliveries, and if you guys go on my page, Chase the Gods, at Chase the Gods on Instagram, like I'll be able to direct you guys and stuff like that into the different.
Sick, bro.
Different venues, yeah.
Sick.
I think using my page is best because then it's kind of like we're in different areas. And,
okay, perfect.
Yeah, we're in a lot
Chase
of
the
areas.
Gods on Instagram. Get the locations.
Hell yeah, we'll get you everything on the good.
So back to the whole chase highs, back to the whole marijuana. Bro, what's like your favorite way of enjoying it?
You know what? I'm a big dabber. I love dabbing. Yeah, dabbing is like my thing. I love dabbing, you know, good extracts. Shout out to Sandoz OG. He's been like at Sandoz OG on Instagram. He's been supplying us with like just the greatest extracts since day one. You know, I've been with him since he was like, you know, smaller operation, and then now he's like a legal, fully running like big, you know, big operation now.
Did they legalize extracts now?
You know what? I believe anything under the basically under the grow is basically a legal.
Oh, that's dope.
It's like it's legal. Like, so basically, as long as your grow is appropriate and is licensed and stuff like that, I believe everything that that comes from that grow is licensed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know that like extracts were like probably like the one component that was like super illegal at one point, right?
At one point, yeah. At one point, and then now it's like they're realizing like, you know, it's the same difference.
It's the same, just like, you know, super potent.
You know what? I think my biggest theory though is that before, when that news came out and that was the headline, it's because they didn't know how to tax it.
Yeah.
And so they were like, oh, it's bad. You can't do this. You're not supposed to have this at all. It's because they couldn't tax it.
Yeah, bro.
Now that they can tax it, they're like, oh, it's just the same as, you know, marijuana.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's the same as marijuana.
Dude, Uncle Sam is a conniving motherfucker.
Really is. And now with like the new, you know, like the whole internet being so advanced, like now you really get to see things like this where they falter on things they shouldn't have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all of a sudden, like, you know, like even shrooms being illegalized, I think that's like the craziest thing to me. Like, bro, like I went through all of high school with you guys telling me it's a poison and it's gonna rot my mind and stuff like that. And now, oh no, it's good for, you know, psychotherapy patients, or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do you feel about Oakland legalizing it, bro?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, props to them. That's amazing that, you know, they're taking that off the black market and they're taking that off of illegal trade and stuff like that. I give that, you know, a lot of props and respect and stuff like that. But then like you look on the underlying reason, is because they're gonna make money off of it.
Yeah, but what's cool though, I mean, Oakland kind of surprised me. Like, Oakland legalized it? Okay, that's weird. Yeah. But, dude, they say that shrooms is actually better for your body than marijuana.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I mean, it's cool, though. You know, like, even with marijuana, too, like, shrooms, marijuana, like, they're very natural things that have been demonized. Even, like, hemp.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, hemp paper, hemp medicine. Demonized, bro. Like people, like these older folk literally think that it's the devil. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And what's cool about our generation is like, you know, we're literally seeing the benefits of like, you know, like you said, psychotherapy, you know, treatment through psilocybin, or you know, the benefits of using hemp, because, you know, actually everything in the U.S. was printed on hemp paper.
Yeah.
But then I guess they realized that like they didn't want people getting high.
Yeah.
So they banned it. They made it illegal.
Yeah.
So I think the comeback is coming, bro. It started with marijuana. I mean, I definitely don't see them legalizing like cocaine and shit like that. But.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense, because like, you know, they use cocaine as such a stronghold on other countries and stuff.
Exactly.
Like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's like a government weapon.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's like, so
and government bankroll.
Exactly. Literally. Yeah.
Straight up CIA, bro. Cocaine. What was it? It was like an acronym that they made about the CIA, like involving cocaine. It was like, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's crazy. It's people. I don't. You know, 10 years ago we wouldn't have thought of these conclusions.
Yeah, bro. Insane.
But it's crazy, man. Like the government is a trip.
Do you feel that like SoCal is gonna end up like Amsterdam, or it's just like everyone's blowing trees left and right? Like, you know, we have cafes, we have like people selling joints with your bagels.
I believe like it's already on its way. Like if you look at how many people, like how many cafes right now are serving CBD infused stuff.
Oh, word.
Yeah, like if you go everywhere, I went to Glendale Galleria the other day, and there's like 4 CBD shops in there.
You're lying.
Yeah, dude. There's like CBD shops, and you know what? You can't say that they were honestly sourced. Like you can't be like, oh, this CBD was honestly and respectfully sourced from a company that's respectable, or you know what I'm saying, or like it's crazy. You can't just do that. CBD comes from a hemp plant / cannabis plant or whatever the hell it comes from. Like you can't just be like, oh, this is a accredited source. Like there's no such thing right now to be like, this is a accredited hemp supply source, because there's no governing board to judge that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy. You're just essentially, you're selling weed in the mall right now. You're selling weed in your coffee right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? CBD is gonna come out of Starbucks. Like, you know, CBD is coming out of everything. And I'm like, dude, essentially, man, you're just smoking. I mean, you're just putting stuff that I used to go to jail for in my teens.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, in your coffees and calling it okay. Like, dude, it's gonna be like that soon. It's gonna be, I think we're gonna surpass Amsterdam by a lot, because Amsterdam is like, yeah, you know, like Amsterdam is like a tough thing because they have the red light district there. I mean, you think about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they're kind of like lax on a lot of things. So I think we're gonna surpass them in a lot of ways. Like Amsterdam wasn't the first to, like, you know, bring up all these new strains that California is, and all these new things. They're just using the fact that their government is lax there and that the policies are lax there for them to just push things that they can. But in California, man, we're like the pioneers of this. Like, we're, you know, we're the ones that came up with like OG. Like that's only California. Chronic. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's us. Like nobody knows about ocean grown. Like that's ours. Like nobody can get ocean grown or grow ocean grown like we can. Like the OGs and stuff like that. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. People are connoisseurs out here, so this is gonna be the capital no matter what. I think. That's
insane, bro. No, that's cool. I mean, like, how long have you been in this industry?
I would say about 7 years now.
So you got a good, like, professional outlook on, like, you've gotten to the point where I'm sure you had your ups and downs that have made you into the connoisseur that you are today.
Oh, definitely trying my best. But then it's a tough industry because everything changes.
Yeah,
everything's been changing. You know, even now, like, I don't think it's changing, but there's like a cycle in which to follow in the weed game. Like before, it was all about hashes and you know, things like that. Now, then it was all about sauce, or it was about shatter. And then, like, I couldn't even sell sauce because the fact that everybody wanted shatter. And now that they're realizing sauce is way better than shatter, and it tripled in pricing and stuff like that. Back then, you could get sauce anywhere, and you know, nobody would want it.
What's for the people who don't know, what's sauce and what's shatter?
Oh, so a shatter would be like a straight extract from the plant that becomes like a stable. It's like a stable form of extract, as opposed to like a sauce. There's more processes and steps to go into it to make it like a liquid phase.
Okay.
And so, you know what I'm saying, like, if you extract something, usually it'll come out like stable, and we call that shatter, because it'll either be like a very like loose shatter where it's like sticky and runny, or it'll be like completely solid. And then from that state, most people, there's another state which is like, you know, sauces, and then, you know, these like these, they call them diamonds and stuff like that. There's that phase, and then there's like the actual what is that called, isolates and stuff like that you break from those, or cartridges and stuff like that. Like, so there's like a bunch of like, you know, crazy forms. Like, even when I first started, nobody wanted cartridges. You know what I'm saying? No, like, everyone wanted to smoke weed. And everybody, you know, wanted to.
But now it's all about stizzy. It's all about cartridges,
man. It's all about cartridges right now.
Brass knuckles.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All that, you know, and nobody even cares that, like, they're smoking poison. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy.
Bro, do you see hash making its way into the States?
Like hashish.
Condensed hashish, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
because that's all they smoke overseas. Because
Yeah,
they can't get flour and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, but you know what though? That's tough because we have a more refined version of it out here. Because like out here, you know, we can get a lot of like solventless like hash and stuff like that. So there's a lot of hashes already making whatever out here, making waves and stuff. But I think like the process in which you make all these other extracts are so much more interesting to most people and flavor wise that it's gonna be a tough sell to be like, oh, bring like crazy hashish out here.
Yeah,
which is like
because it's all about the spliff, you know, and like people aren't with that. There's like the hash that's like the powder form, you know what I'm talking about? That's what they like sprinkle on stuff. It's like kind of like keef, but yeah, man, the hash, like, I mean, it's, you know, in Arab culture, I mean, like that's all they smoke out there, you know what I mean? That's like, that's where hashish got its name. Like, it's an Arabic word, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So here, I've never seen it, never heard of it until like these Arab homies were like, oh, hashish.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And it's crazy. Even out here, it's a tough sell for sure. You know, even when we had like before the shops closed down or whatever, we had like hashish there. It was.
Oh no way! Like compressed hash.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, because right now, you know, they sell all sorts of like, you know, like bubble hash to
like the ice.
Exactly, all that stuff like that. So it's like a tough market, especially when there's like crazy sauces out here that are like, you know, $130 a gram. You know, it's like, it's crazy, man. Like
sauce.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's
That's
crazy.
Insane, bro.
Like sauces and diamonds out here.
Where do you see? Do you think there's gonna be a? Okay. Let me read this. Where do you see the marijuana industry going within the next 10 years? Like, do you think it's gonna be like, you know, everyone's gonna be smoking rather than drinking? Like, what's your take? What's your hot take?
I see it as like a good competitor to all these like craft beer breweries.
Yeah, that's like a big market too right now.
It's a big market. You know what I'm saying? I see it on the same pedestal as that. Like a lot of these like Budweiser companies will be doing, you know, suffering and stuff like that. They'll have to come out with their own craft beers. You know, it'll be in that sense, like, you know, we'll have a lot of like more dispensaries and like cannabis themed you know, entertainment locations or whatever the hell it may be. I could see that in the future. But other than that, like, it's kind of in the black market, really, like, there's not much more advancement you can do, like, you can get to, or like, you know, we've been doing this for so long in California.
It's already where it's gonna be.
Exactly. Like,
okay.
Yeah, exactly. You know, more people are gonna stop picking up from their dealer or whatever the hell it is, and they're gonna start going to these stores and stuff like that. But I don't see anything past what we were already doing now.
Exactly.
Like, it's just gonna be more
I agree. I definitely agree. Like, I feel that ever since the legalization, like, it was kind of like a rumble in the community, kind of like, oh, what's gonna happen?
Exactly.
But it ended up being the same. Yeah. If anything, you're just paying tax at certain stores.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
There hasn't been crazy advancement. I agree. I feel like it's going to be kind of like the same thing we're seeing now. If anything, we're going to have like holographic weed and stuff like that. Like, VR weed experience.
Yeah, you know. And I think it might be tougher to get just the cheap stuff in a little bit, just because everybody's gonna realize, like, you know, there's like regulations to this shit. Like, you know, you can't just go out there and just buy any type of weed. Like, there's gonna be a governing board for that soon enough. So maybe in that way it'll get a little bit harder, and there'll be more advances coming and stuff like that. But other than that, like, I kind of just see it like, you know, just being treated like beer. Like, it's to get it at liquor stores and stuff like that. Like, you know, I see that
they have even like, I think Lagunitas has a hemp, like, a THC infused drink.
Yeah.
Is it CBD or THC? I can't remember. I think it's THC, to be honest.
I think it's THC.
Right?
I think they're the ones that bought that farm, I believe. They bought a farm.
Yeah, and they just went to work, bro.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
And like you mentioned, that craft beer shit, that's what's taking all these hipsters to heart. And these hipsters are now getting into the marijuana.
Exactly. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. It's like that. It's crazy. Yeah, you know, and I'm like thinking, like, yeah, that's what I had to do, is you have to legalize this shit for you guys to... You guys know you were smoking 5 years ago.
Yeah, bro. You know, they just did it for the hipsters, like these white people, to be like,
yeah,
I'll give it a shot. Exactly. You've seen those videos, like those old ass ladies smoking weed and shit.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And it's legal now. Like, okay. Like,
and 10 years ago, you were calling the cops on me for smoking.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and shout out all the people who are in jail right now for doing the same thing that these
I know.
I don't want to target white people, but rich white people,
let's not target white people, but mostly these, you know, these rich affluent folk.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
These rich affluent folk are getting away with what these people couldn't.
Exactly.
and it's literally identical.
Exactly, like in every sense of the situation. Like, you know, you really think about it. Like, people are still in jail for doing things that people are doing on a mass scale right now.
Exactly,
like, you
bro.
know what I'm saying? Like, the homie got caught up with like 2 pounds, and all he did like a year or whatever the hell, and then now all of a sudden people are selling like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of boxes.
Pounds,
Yeah,
bro.
I know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Tons.
Yeah, I know. Like, literally, like, just selling them and just no repercussions, just getting away with it. I'm like, yo, this is how America is. Like, you know, it's this is how the government is. Like,
bro,
until they
money
make
talks.
Yeah, until they make money off it, man, everything's illegal. You know what
Man,
I'm saying?
troll.
Yeah,
Let me get the
for sure.
reggae horns for that. Shout out Uncle Sam. You feel me? Man, bro, this has been such a great discussion.
Oh, thank you.
Great
man. Thanks for
talk,
having
bro.
me. Hell yeah.
Dude, where can people find you on social media? So Chase the Gods on Instagram.
Yeah, Chase the Gods on
What other
Instagram.
platforms are you on?
So I Chase Highs on everything, like Spotify, Apple Music, whatever. On Facebook, I'm Chase Highs. On everything else, in the streets, I'm a fat Asian guy who come say hi to me and shit. You know, I'll give you an ugly smile.
Ugly homies. Shout out ugly homies. Bro, give us a song to look up on YouTube and we'll like go out to that.
Oh, for sure. You know what? We'll just go to my music video. I guess it's just Chase Highs Comfort.
Let's get it. Bro, no, it's been such a pleasure having you, bro.
for
Dude,
having
like
me.
genuinely like learning about the underground rap scene and your like dedication to dank memes. And bro, you know,
Yeah.
there's not many people like you out there.
Much
So
love, man.
I
Thank you
definitely
so much.
appreciate your time. Definitely appreciate
sure.
the wisdom, bro.
Thank you, man.
This is my platform is your platform, man. So
Oh,
whenever
thank
you got big projects coming up, whenever you got some promo to do, whenever you just want to come shoot it, bro, let me
sure.
know. Hit me up. I'll book you.
Oh, for
We'll get
sure.
it popping. Even if someone bails, like I'll definitely put you like in place of them and stuff like
Sure,
that.
yeah, I'm ready. I'm around anyway. So
Let's
we'll be
get
good.
it, bro.
For sure, sounds good. Hell yeah.
So this is the music video. Is this an ad or is this the video?
Oh, it's actually the front of the.
Okay,
you can
yeah, the
skip-
intro.
You can skip. Like,
This is, what was it called again?
This one's called Comfort.
Comfort by Chase Highs. Catch it on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
And bro, why don't you give us some final words, bro? What's on your chest that you absolutely gotta let the world know right now?
You know what? Don't neglect the ugly girls. We all like ugly women. I don't know why I had to say that, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and don't neglect your ugly friends. We all good.
They all need love. We all need love out here in
We all
these
need love out
streets.
here and shit.
Mr. Chase Highs,
Thank
God
you so
bless
much.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Make sure you guys stay updated with Channel T Summer Giving 2019. It's on August 3rd, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. We'll be posting. If you guys can't make it or if you're not in SoCal, we have an Amazon wish list that you can actually buy school supplies and, you know, backpacks and stuff. Like, we made a whole wish list with stuff to donate. So we'll be posting that. Make sure you tune in to Mr. Chase Highs, Chase the Gods on Instagram, and just Chase Highs on all media platforms. And God bless you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you
Hell
for coming
yeah.
by. Shout out Mr. Ali, making the show what it is, day
Hell
by
yeah.
day, Friday by Friday. He and I are the new fathers of this ball python right here.
Hell yeah.
Hey, buddy. Wow, the eyes kind of just like.
I know, it's dope.
No, I'm just kidding. All right, guys. Hold on, let's let it drop.
Now, baby, don't fuck around, no. Why the fuck you even come around for?
Ooh.
You wasting my time, talking out of line.
Is this just you on the track?
Oh, it's me and Sire from New Generation.
Shout out Sire, young Sire.
Hell yeah.
Come on with the real.
This is dope. Here we go. Let's chase.
When they changed us to stay what? Blessed by the quest, though they cake that we came up. Fuck with my planners, keep shit tight, no loose slip shit right when I'm.
I was smiling at the music. Is this the office one? This is the office one, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Good
looking out, man.
Hey, man, catch Comfort on YouTube. Shout out Mr. Chase again. It's like the third shout out we did, but it's okay. Channel T, episode 24, and it's a wrap.
Get my death to trip away. So I put away the drugs, I've been sober for a day. And fickle, know I'm picky, picking females that been risky. Vicky called the bridge and ask you what to whip the hickey. Say, bitch, I'm on my grizzly bear witness, air misses. I'm fade with air, listen, no need for care. don't need my air one with shit get all hairy. Don't say I ran once, I got the print in black and white. And see my man's talk, but I use my red to write.
You won't